going to show you how to install the zipper on the Leslie fleece top, tunic, and dress. So you're going to start out with any zipper. So first thing I'm going to do is attach wash away wonder tape to the back of my zipper. So I've got a little piece here that I'm applying to the extra tape at the top of my zipper. And I'm going to peel it off and push that excess off at an angle so it is hidden by the tape around the zipper. I'm going to leave my zipper undone for right now. And then I'm going to place it face down. So here's my zipper, and this is the back of the zipper. I'm going to place it face down on the front of my hood. You're going to line the zipper stop up with the bottom of your binding there. See that? So to help me with placement, I'm going to use tape. So this Wash Away Wonder Tape is actually probably not called by the name brand. I buy it from Amazon and I get 4 rolls. That's decent stuff. You can find it on our 5 out of 4 Amazon storefront. So there you go. I put it face down right underneath the end of the binding here. Okay. Next step says cut the zipper binding if you haven't already. It's 1 inch by 5.5. Place the zipper binding right side down on the edge of the zipper tape with a 3/8 inch overhang at the top. So we want a 3/8 inch from the top of this part right here. All right, I'm going to pin this in place. And then I will meet you over at the sewing machine so we can sew it down. We're going to sew it with a serger or stretch stitch and a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Can you continue serging or sewing over the binding at the top? So we're going to go all the way to the top. You know, I'm just going to tell you what's happening here. My machine doesn't like this little piece of fabric and then a bump. And so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to start at the bottom of my placket here and go up. It'll be much easier and my machine won't eat it. Step 4 says to pull the zipper binding away from the zipper so the right side is showing. So that's what I've done right here. I'm just pulling it out the end of the placket. Fold the top of the zipper binding over the top of the seam allowance toward the wrong side of hood and tape in place. So I'm going to get a piece of tape . I'm going to fold this to the back. Okay. If you can see the tape, your zipper tape, if you can see your zipper tape sticking out right there, you can go ahead and trim it off just so it doesn't make your binding look funky. Now this zipper binding, you're not going to be able to see it from the outside. It's really just so the inside of your garment looks nice. The next step is to put Wash Away Wonder Tape along the back of your binding. So I'm going to peel this off. And then you're going to fold the binding to the wrong side of your placket. And you want it to be tight around the seam, but you don't want it to buckle or anything. Step 6 says to fold the zipper so the seam allowance is on the wrong side of the hood placket. So I'm pulling the zipper away from the body of the placket so that it's now visible. And then you can either tape this down or pin it. And what we're going to do is we're going to top stitch along this edge, or edge stitch right along here to hold it in place. You can use a cover stitch, a straight stitch, whatever you'd like. So I'm going to grab a little bit of Wonder Tape again. And then I'm going to fold this back, making sure the front is smooth. And that's what it looks like. Remember, the wash away Wonder Tape will wash away. That's why it's called wash away Wonder Tape. So it won't be visible after you wash your garment. So now we're going to edge stitch along the binding tape right here. Or I should say along the zipper binding so that it stays in place. I'm going to do this from the bottom again. I don't know why, just feels right. You would use stitching that matches your outer and your inner, but I'm going to use pink. And I'm actually just going to use a zigzag stitch. No, actually, I'm going to go with a straight stitch and make it a little bit longer. I don't see the need for a zipper foot because I'm pretty far away from the zipper right now, and I'm really just going straight. It doesn't seem to get in my way in this step. All right, my zipper is installed. Isn't that fancy? Next step, we're installing the placket.